All right. I think I am live. Out that I'm live as well. Cool. All right. Make sure. I think everything's all good. Cool. All right. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a good day. Of course, we're watching the Leafs versus the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now I believe the Leafs are on a 4-game or a 5-game win streak. Let's double check this. Pretty sure the Leafs are on a 5-game win streak. Maple Leafs. Let's see. Last time they lost against was the Islanders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so the Leafs are on a 5-game win streak. Coming in against the Tampa Bay Lightning, hoping to make it 6. Love the videos. Go Leafs go. Thanks, Zachary. Appreciate that. Yes, indeed. Go Leafs go. So the Leafs are hoping to make it 6 games in a row here. And, of course, that's not really the big storyline tonight. The big storyline, of course, is Mitch Marner. Can he extend his point streak to 19 games, which would be the most in Leafs history? We will see tonight. You're really funny. Thank you. Glad you think that. Appreciate it. Looks like they're congratulating Stamkos on hitting 1,000 points, which is fair. I think he did that. Was that last game? If I'm remembering correctly. Maybe that was 2 games ago. Can't quite remember, to be honest. Yeah, they're giving a standing ovation to Stamkos. I almost said Scamkos. He made a funny comment because Stamkos, he had an 18-game point streak, and he got that 18th game was against the Leafs in Toronto, and apparently when he was coming back from the airport, someone at Toronto security stole his sticks, and he did not continue this point streak after that. So he made that funny comment. I think it was just this morning. They're just kind of showing a little bit of Stamkos' career here. Of course, he's got that, slap shot. They're showing his injury. I think that they just showed him. I think that was his goal. That he came back just for that one game in the finals there 2 years ago. Would that have been 2 years ago? Yeah, that would have been 2 years ago now against the Stars. That was a nice goal. But yeah, I will say I am quite nervous about Marner's point streak today. I'll say that. Last game, literally, of course, he had to wait until like the final 3 minutes, or maybe it was 2. I don't remember when they got that shootout, or not shootout, I should say, that empty net goal. But yeah, Marner really made it close with last game. Almost did not seal the deal there, getting that 18-point streak. And literally, I was just like, the entire game, I was just watching. I was like, man, Marner, please get a point. Please get a point. Please get a point. So I'm probably going to be like that tonight, maybe even more so, since, of course, he does have a chance to break that record. And they're just kind of giving a standing ovation to Stamkos. As he kind of skates around, acknowledges the fans. And it looks like that's probably his family, I believe, out there. I think that would be his family. But yeah, I'm sure that I'll be stressing about it all day today, or all game, I should say. Just hoping Marner gets his point streak. Now they're bringing over some flowers to the Stamkos family while they get a good picture, and good footage in front of a big old 91 for that Lightning captain. I'll be honest, I did not realize that they would do this today. To be honest, I wasn't really thinking about it. Probably would have waited a little bit longer since I don't really have anything to say about Stamkos getting his 1,000 points and all of this ceremony. We do have Wayne Simmons in the lineup tonight. Don't know who he replaced, to be completely honest. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Leafs lineup while we wait for the ceremony. So we got Bunting, Matthews, Nylander, of course, as usual, at least for the past few games. And we have Robertson, Tavares, Marner, Kerfoot, Kampf, Engvall, Aston Reese, Holmberg, and Simmons. Why can't I remember who was on? Oh, Yarncroke, right? Because he's injured now. For some reason, I couldn't remember Yarncroke. I don't know why. I was like, who is missing in that lineup? But it is indeed Yarncroke who did get injured. I actually don't know. See if they ever really announced how long Yarncroke is going to be out for. I don't think they said how long he'd be out for. At least I didn't see anything. Let's see. Ooh. I'm just looking through the Leafs Twitter. Yeah, I don't think, as far as I can see, I don't think they announced how long he was going to be out for. I think I saw that he was just, out for, like, he would be reevaluated, but I'm not sure where I saw that. Maybe Chris Johnson. Maybe he had something I can look at. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything interesting. Yeah, I got no idea. To be completely honest. It looks like they're finishing it up here. Hopefully, at least. Hopefully, they're finishing up the ceremony here. And get on with the game. Let's see. Maybe Elliot Freeman had something about Yarncroke. I'm interested about it now. I'm intrigued. I kind of forgot about that he got injured last game, to be honest, and now I'm intrigued. But I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see any announcement of how long he was going to be out for. Groin injury, yeah, it is a groin injury, but I don't see. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it here, but I don't see how long he's going to be out for. I don't know if he's going to be reevaluated soon. I don't know. Couldn't find it. Who knows? Yeah, they're showing Marner here. Couple weeks. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of sort of what I heard, but wasn't quite too sure to be honest. But that makes sense. Hopefully, it's not too. It shouldn't be too big of a loss there, but it does suck that you know he did get injured. He was playing a lot better as of late, especially. I mean, he played a little bit up in the lineup there with Tavares and Marner. Um, so it's unfortunate that he's injured. Hey, Coast to Coast, how's it going? And yeah, of course, no problem. Ooh, no problem, BD. All right, now they're doing the good old national anthems, which, to be completely honest, I actually, I really am not a fan of national anthems at the start of every single game. It's just like, I don't need to hear the national anthem at the start of every game. I really don't. Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty good myself. Yeah, for me, it's just like I don't know. I feel like the national anthems, um, I feel like the national anthems are just like they don't really mean a whole lot, especially because a lot of the guys aren't even from the two countries that they play the national anthems for. So I'm not really quite too sure. You are aware your title is offside? I don't know what that means. Oh, it does say Red Wings. Maybe that's what you mean. Lightning. There you go. I'll change that up. That's what you meant. That I appreciate you telling me. Because yeah, that is wrong. I forgot to change the second part. Thanks, Slush Land. Big time offside. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Whoopsies. Thank you, Slush. I appreciate you calling me out on that one. Because yep, I completely missed that for sure. I ordered a reverse retro to point out a week ago. I'll be here Friday, December 9th. Cool. Is the which team? Which team did you get? Uh, Winnipeg. Winnipeg is a nice one. I really like those dress jerseys actually quite a bit. Um, they're very. I don't want to say like maybe understated. Like I don't know how to put it. They're not out there. Maybe is the better way. Like it's not like it's like the Tampa reverse retro or anything like that. But they're very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. I really like those dress jerseys. That light blue just looks fantastic. Funny part is I'm the only one who noticed in chat. That is, I'm shocked that I didn't notice it. Honestly, I did do the scheduling for the stream early this morning, so I guess I was a little tired. Missed it, I guess. Um, have I seen or do I have a Charleston Chiefs jersey? No, I don't actually. It's a must. Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, no, I don't. I do not have one. I've seen some around, but I haven't really seen any for super cheap. I also haven't really looked too frequently, to be honest. Let's take a look. Because yeah, I'll be honest. I actually have I even seen Slapshot? Because that is the movie. I know it was from a movie, but I just looked it up here just to confirm. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually ever seen Slapshot, so maybe that's one of the reasons why I do not have a Chiefs jersey. And honestly, I don't really like word marks in general, anyways. So that is also a little factor to that as well. You didn't get an Adidas. It's a Fanatics jersey, but still pretty cool. Fanatics ones are really expensive this year. Yeah, that's completely fair. Um, the Adidas jerseys for those reverse retros are a lot for sure. So yeah, you definitely can't shame you or anything like that for getting a Fanatics. Definitely don't blame you on that one. They're quite a bit. Do I have a Cleveland Barons jersey? I do not. I do want a Cleveland Barons jersey, but I mean, if to get an actual like a legit Cleveland Barons jersey, they're extremely rare because they're old as hell. So like there's a place called I think it's Classic Throwback Jerseys or something like that, where I know the hockey guy, he got a Cleveland Barons jersey from them. However, I know that's, it's more of a like actual like Frankenstein jersey. Um, so it's not actual like an actual legit jersey. So I I haven't really bought from them. I don't like buying, those Frankenstein jerseys or fake jerseys or anything like that. Hanson Brothers, yeah, yeah, I do. I know a little bit about Slapshot, but yeah, I don't think I ever saw Slapshot. Maybe I did when I was a little kid, but as far as I know, I have not. I don't even know, like, maybe I have. I don't know. I don't think so. Have I seen Young Blood, the movie? No, I also have not seen that either. But we are now underway. The game has finally started. Can we get the clock up here? Is that gonna work? Looks like. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. I think the clock is correct, but they're just doing the showing the lineups. I keep knocking my headphones out of my ear. It's annoying. I'll get the LA Kings reverse retro and Adidas. Just gotta save up a bit. Not a lot of bad reverse retro jerseys this year, except for the Hurricanes, I guess. But other than that, they're all pretty nice. Yeah, I would agree. There's not a huge ton of reverse retros that I really don't like either. Of course, every single time I go and put up the clock, they do more line combinations. Youngblood and Slapshot are the two most iconic hockey movies of all time. I actually have not heard of Youngblood, I'll be honest. Maybe, let's see. Youngblood. Huh. I'll be honest, yeah, no, I've never heard. Oh, no, maybe I have. Maybe, hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But, yeah, no, haven't seen either. Rob Lowe, Patrick Swayze. Yeah, no, I kind of looked it up. I didn't really see anything, as far as I saw. Oh, there was Leafs in that Youngblood movie too? Interesting. Is that a Fanatics jersey that I'm wearing right now? Yeah, this one is a Fanatics jersey. This was actually like the first jersey that like I got pretty much like on my own, or at least like one that I bought with my own money. I was not collecting jerseys at the time. I just wanted a new Leafs jersey, and so I didn't know the difference in between Adidas and Fanatics, and I just really didn't know much. So I got this one here. This one is a Marner jersey, as you can see on the sleeve. But I really like the Stadium Series jersey. I think it's like this is like one of my favorite Leafs jerseys. Perfect to the front. Can't quite get there. A lot of old Leafs are in Youngblood. Maybe I'll have to put it on the list then. And I'll put Slapshot on the list as well. I'll have to watch those eventually for sure. Because yeah, no, I don't know, I'm kind of shocked I haven't heard of Youngblood, if that's the case, but yeah, I have not. So Murray's in net here. The Leafs have had some fantastic goaltending. Really, honestly shocked me, and it's good that both of them are actually healthy now, Samsonov and Murray. So, And Samsonov had a good game last game, coming off of an injury. And Murray's looked fantastic since coming back from injury as well. Shot up front. Good save by Murray. You got 14 teams in my collection right now, 15 soon as I got an Avalanche starter jersey that's coming. That's cool. That is, I like those kind of Avalanche starter jerseys. The starter jerseys are a little interesting. Their logos, that's a good save by Murray. But, yeah, the starter jerseys, not my favorite, but I do have, I think I only have one starter jersey. I don't have a lot. Same with the pro players as well. I think I have like one starter, two pro player jerseys. Not a ton of them. It's crazy. In the past 20 years, 3 players have scored 60 goals, and we have one of them. I think it's 3. So I'm not sure what you mean by the last part, but yeah, it is kind of crazy that there's not been too many 60 goal scorers, but obviously Matthews last year. Matthews starting to heat up this year as well. Did not have a great start. Well, I wouldn't even say like he played poorly at the start, but just pucks weren't really going in for him, and they're starting to more and more. So, I don't think he's going to hit 60 this year, but I could see another 40 goal season for him. I would hope another 40, 45, but we'll see maybe how far it really goes. I don't think anyone will get 70. It'll be really hard. Yeah, 70 is quite a bit. There is a penalty coming up against the Leafs here. Yeah, 70 is going to be quite difficult to reach. You basically got to be on fire the entire year. But goal scorers, at least it feels like goal scoring has been up. Yeah, Hollowell here kind of gives a little bit of a hold, whatever you want to call it, on Kucherov there. And Kucherov does lose his balance a little bit, so it interferes with him quite a bit. So the Leafs will be going to the power or penalty kill here. 16:08 in the first, so little under 4 minutes in. Leafs ranked 14th on the penalty kill, and the Lightning are ranked 4th, so they have a pretty good power play, which makes sense. They have quite a good roster. So Kucherov walking in, but turnover here a little bit. I really wanted the Leafs to clear that, but Marner's able to clear it now, so it is all good. Leafs have killed 19 out of 22 penalties in the past. Sorry, I don't know what happened to my mic there. When did I do that? Sorry about that. No, that's my bad. I'm not sure what happened to my mic. Sorry about that, guys. I don't even know when I clicked that. I must have clicked that at some point, but I don't know when. Anyways, um what I was saying is I don't think it is a first round curse for the Leafs. But I think it's just all mental, is what it is. I think all of it is mental in their head. And once they break that kind of mental block, Tavares fires it, just goes high. That would have been a point for Marner. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Not sure when I clicked that, honestly. Marner. Robertson just can't quite get there. They keep it in. Robertson puts it in for Marner. So 2 close chances there for Marner to get a point. Yeah, sorry about that. That's fair. I did also point to my head, which could be interpreted as I was on the phone, but nope, I was just dumb. I was just a little dumb, and at some point clicked my mic mute button. I think maybe I was trying to click. What I think happened is I meant to click the clock to hide it because they were on the power play. Well, the Lightning were on the power play, and the timer moves. So I think that's probably what I tried doing, but then I just clicked mute mic instead for some reason. Something like that. Anyways, my bad. But yeah, definitely don't think it is a first round curse, and I don't think they've ran into the better team every single time. Like I don't think the Columbus series or that Montreal series, like the Leafs were the better team in my opinion. Well, maybe not the better team like during the series, but I think in theory they're the better team. But for me, it is all just mental for them, and why they can't get past that first round. I think that's really what it does come down to. I mean, obviously sometimes they do face a better team. I don't know if I would consider last year a mental block. I think that was just a close series that they just couldn't win. But some years against the Bruins, that's definitely a mental block there. That's at least how I see it. Yeah, I've said they watched the Leafs game plan to beat Tampa. Actually, that is funny. That is I mean, the Leafs played really well against Tampa. Like they played great. Just couldn't close it out. Was all it really was. Which obviously is a problem with the Leafs. They've done that a few times, but yeah, I like I said, I don't think that time it was because of them being too nervous. I think Tampa is just a really good team, and sometimes that happens. So puck into the Leafs end here. We have the Leafs' fourth line against Tampa's first line. I'm assuming that's Tampa's first line, Stamkos, but maybe that point line is. I actually don't really know, to be honest. Whatever they want to call it. I mean, both lines are really good. It doesn't really matter. Nylander out there now with Bunting and Matthews. That's on Murray. He kind of fumbles it there, but able to hold on to it and freeze play. Also, we ran into, teams with superstar goalies. Yeah, I mean, the thing with last year though is I wouldn't even say Vasilevsky was that good in the series against the Leafs. Like he looked beatable in that series. But like with the other teams, like you could kind of say like, is that the Leafs making the goalies look good? Point coming in. Sandin does a good job to knock him off the puck and then hit him too. Who's in net? It's Murray. Murray's in net tonight. Goes just outside there, but yeah, like in the series against Columbus, right? That was Korpisalo. Was that just Korpisalo in that series? I think it was just Korpisalo in that series, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, like, I don't know. Did he really play like a superstar, or did the Leafs kind of make him look like it sometimes? You know, I think you could say a little bit of both. Also, Matthews is being criticized for his playoff performance. He played good except against the Habs. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, to give him, a little bit of leeway against the Habs. Here we have Marner shooting the puck. It's blocked. They didn't have Tavares, so hey, here's Marner. Shoots. I want to make sure that I'm paying attention when Marner has the puck here. So if I stop halfway through my thought, that is why. Marner to Tavares. Back in behind the Leafs, or the Lightning net, I should say. Marner, he tries to get it over to Robertson, but a penalty is coming up against the Lightning. But yeah, to give him the benefit of the doubt against the Habs there, they were down Tavares, so the Habs were able to kind of focus on Matthews a little bit easier. They didn't have to worry too much about that second line, or as much about the second line. But I agree though. Like I think Matthews has been good in the playoffs outside of that round there, for the most part at least. Murray has been terrific. Yeah, I kind of thought this. I think I said it in one of my videos. When they traded for Murray and got Samsonov, I was extremely nervous about the Leafs goaltending tandem at the start of the year. Obviously, both, not really playing that great the previous year. Murray coming off of injury, and I was like, I could see Samsonov bouncing back. I was not as worried about Samsonov, but Murray I was very nervous about. I was not quite too sure, but no, Murray has proven me wrong, at least so far. That first game, I don't think he looked great. Then, of course, he got injured and has come back, and he's been phenomenal. The only thing that I would really find an issue with his game is I feel like he gives out rebounds a decent amount. Maybe not even rebounds, but like just sometimes, the puck will hit him and it looks like he should be able to cover it, and he just doesn't quite get it. That's maybe my only flaw with his game, but other than that, he's been amazing. Like really, really good. Is this a hot take? Matthews is the greatest Leaf ever. I think it's maybe a little bit of a hot take, but honestly, like I'm kind of with you. There's not too many like amazing Leafs is the thing, right? Like, you could say like Sundin, Gilmore, guys like that, but like there's like, if you look at the Leafs, all-time goal scoring and all-time point records, they're not that high. Like they're okay. Like for a team who's been around since the start of the NHL, Marner shoots just goes high, tipped high. Yeah, they don't have fantastic records in that space. So I don't think it's a super hot take, but a little bit for sure. At least are on the power play here. Marner on the left-hand side comes in. Now Matthews shoots. That goes a little bit wide. Nylander behind the net. Gets it to Matthews. I wonder how much they're really going to focus on getting the puck to Marner out front. Because they did last game. Last game, they really wanted Marner to get a puck. Especially on the power play. They did everything in their possibility. Marner does a good job there. Oh! Oh! That was close. That was a close one there. Leafs come up the other side. Out front. Ooh, that should be a hooking on Tampa there. I feel like Engvall was kind of hooked, but that was a good play by Marner to come back. Swiped the puck away, but it went right back to Paul. And Murray does a good save, too. That was a good save there. And when was the last time the Leafs won a Hart and a Lindsay before Matthews? I don't think a Leaf has ever done both. I don't think a Leaf has ever won the Lindsay, if I'm remembering correctly. And only one other Leaf has ever won the Hart. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but like the trophies in that area is it's very thin for the Leafs. They have not had a lot of players win those trophies. I don't think, I know one of them the Leafs have never won before outside of Matthews. So yeah, no, I don't think I don't think it's an overly hot take to say, he's definitely one of the best, for sure. He's 100% up there. To argue if he is the best, there's an argument there for sure, but he's definitely up there for sure. The Leafs weren't able to capitalize on that power play there. We got just a little under 7 minutes here left in this period. Nete at the point. Ooh, just goes wide. It was deflected. We got that fourth line out there of Aston Reese, Holmberg, and Simmons. Ooh, Sergachev and Kucherov kind of collide. Now, looks like that third line's coming out there, the camp line. I'm 19 and he's the greatest Leaf I've ever seen. Yeah, I mean, I would say he's also the greatest Leaf of my lifetime, too. I mean, I'm only 24, so it's not like I'm that much older than you, but yeah, 100%. Like, it's not even a question, I think. I'll be honest, I don't remember a ton with Sundin. I don't have the best memories, but he's better than Sundin. Sundin was fantastic. Ooh, giveaway. Perry and Murray makes the save. Yeah, and Sundin was my favorite player growing up. But yeah, Matthews is better. I don't think there's too much of a I don't think that's too much of a hot take. If he leaves, I'll be heartbroken. Yeah. For me, he is the one player that you literally do everything in your power to keep. Like, if Marner leaves, it sucks. Nylander sucks. If Riley had left, it would have sucked. You have all those, your top four basically, the big four. If they leave, it's not good. But Matthews, you cannot let him go. He is literally what you build around every single time. So I don't think, the only thing that I would think that he would, or the only reason I would think he would leave is if the Leafs just don't win in the playoffs, if they keep losing, and he wants to, he gets a good offer from a team that can maybe make that a chance, then I could see it. But I don't know. Like people saying that he's going to go to Arizona. I know he's from there, and I know guys like to go back to where they grew up and the teams they cheered for. I'm sure like that would be really special for him, but I have a hard time seeing it. Like I really do, especially with them, having that being an ASU. I really have a tough time seeing it. You have a friend there tonight? Cool. It is very, very cool. Yeah, I went to one Leafs game when I was in Tampa when I was I think I was 13 at the time. I don't remember if they won. I think they did. From my memory, I think they won, and I think Grabowski got a breakaway goal. That's at least my memory. Maybe it's wrong. But the NHL is not like the NBA. General players don't leave. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, they don't. But, every now and they do. Every now and again they do. I mean, you can point to Tavares, right? You could even say Johnny Gaudreau. I mean, they're not generational. I wouldn't say Tavares and Gaudreau are generational. They're very, very good players. Like, they're star players for sure. And, like, super high-end star players. But I don't know if I would... Like, I think Matthews is just a little tier above them. But, yeah, in most cases, those players don't leave. There's a penalty coming up. I think it's against Tampa Bay. Cross-checking. I didn't quite see exactly the cross-check. But, there's a cross-check penalty to the Lightning. Yeah, we'll see. Leafs going back to the power play here. Yeah, it's a little bit kind of interference, I would maybe say, on a Hagel there. Yeah, we'll see. Leafs going back to the power play here. We'll see if they can capitalize on this one. Marner shoots. It goes wide. And then Lightning will be able to get it out here. Get it down the ice. Ovi stayed during the Penguins beating him. Yeah, like I said, I don't think Matthews... Excuse me, sorry. I don't think Matthews is going to leave, but, we'll see. Marner dekes into Matthews. Oh! How did that not go in? Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, Matthews. I don't think he lifted the puck enough. He was kind of reached out. I just don't think he was able to flip it. Marner does a good job breaking in. Great pass. And yeah, just does not quite get it over the pad. I think that's what he was trying to do. Let's take a closer look here. Yeah, he was trying to get it over the pad of Vasilevsky. Does a great job getting over. That's a really good save by Vasi. And Matthews couldn't quite get there. Marner again on the left-hand side. To Matthews. Oh, good save again. Yeah, I like them passing it to Marner here, but they do have to make sure that they don't focus him too much. Sandin comes in, walks in, shoots. Oh, I thought that went in for a second, the way that everyone looked. That was good, though. I really thought that was in. That's funny. Marner, oof. Just goes wide. Hey, Salty, thank you so much. Yeah, I, thanks to you guys for subscribing. Everyone, I appreciate it a ton. I was hoping to reach 1,000 subs before the end of the year, but we got there a month ahead of time. So that was great. I really appreciate all the support that I've gotten recently. Been very, very nice. Bunting kind of got roughed up a little bit in front there. Just 11 seconds left here on this power play for the Leafs. They have that second unit out there, of course. And Hedman is able to get it all the way down the ice, so that is going to do it for the power play for the Leafs. Just 3 minutes left to go in this first period. Shots are 13-9 in favor of the Leafs. Do I watch any other sports? No, I watch football every now and again with my friend. Perry. Wow, great move by Perry. And Murray's able to hold on. Perry just waited out Justin Hall there, and he did a good job. But yeah, no, I watch a little bit of football every now and again with my friends. Sometimes also basketball, but not very often. I don't pay too much attention to them either. So I definitely don't follow them, that's for sure. And I don't, I know the basics, obviously, but that's about it. No, it's NFL. He's my friend's a Phillies fan. Or not a Phillies fan, an Eagles fan, sorry. I was thinking Philadelphia, so he's an Eagles fan for the NFL, so. Kerfoot out here. Over to Aston Reese. Phillies fan. I was about to throw up. Yeah. He's a Eagles fan. So usually watch a little bit of their games every now and again. Not too much though. You're a huge Bills fan. Live 1 hour away from Buffalo. My top two teams are the Leafs and the Bills. Which is fair. Yeah, I just never really got into watching any other sports. I like watching football a little bit, but for me, just there's just too much stoppage in football for my liking. I like when the game is actually happening, but of course there's so many stoppages. It takes a little bit too long for myself, but I like watching it though. Like when there's an actual play. And sometimes I watch the Super Bowl as well. Being from the South, hockey was the last thing I got exposed to, but easily my number one. That's fair. Yeah, I'm from Canada, so hockey is easily the first thing that I got exposed to. Now, the Leafs have a delay penalty here. Hedman, though. Leafs need to touch the puck. Stamkos fans, and it's going to make it so the Leafs are able to touch it. College football and baseball are easier for me to watch because they're actually good teams. That's fair. You also watched Canada in the World Cup, and that was disappointed. Yeah, that's fair. I am not a fan of soccer, so I did not watch any soccer. Hope Marner breaks the record. Yeah, I very much do as well. I very much do as well. Literally all game last game, I was just sitting. I was like, man, please have Marner get a point. Come on. And so as the game goes on, I'm sure I'll be more and more focused on Marner getting a point. Right now, it's only the first period. I'm a little bit more calm about it. But when especially that third period rolls around, if he does not have a point, then I'll be nervous. Not really nervous, but stressed. Need more water. I have no water. Turn off the clock there since there's 30 seconds left here to go. Stamkos goes wide. Sergachev gives it to Stamkos again, and that gets blocked. They're feeding it to Stamkos, which is fair. There's it again. This time it goes back though. Sergachev, his stick breaks, and the Leafs are able to clear it. 5 seconds left here to go. So the Leafs are going to have, well, there's a little bit of an offside, but 5.1 second, 1.5. Why do I keep? I don't know why I can say that. 1.5 seconds left to go here in the first. So the Leafs will probably have a little bit of a penalty kill. Well, a minute left in the penalty kill to start the second period. When I wear jerseys to school, everyone has no idea what I'm wearing, but I find it cool. Or I find people still think hockey jerseys look good. Yeah, for me, I mean, it's why I'm collecting hockey jerseys. Is for me, I think they look the best. Out of all the sports jerseys, I mean, it could also be a little bit of bias, just with the fact that hockey is the only sport that I watch. But I think hockey jerseys do look the best out of all sports. I prefer them the most. Hey Rick, how's it going? And hey Nick, also, how's it going? You changed my 32 teams from scratch, by the way. Wow, you keep doing that. you like doing that, but that's fair. I wish I was as invested into that. Who knew Marner would have been better than Matthews? Let's not go that far. Just because Marner's on that point streak there, let's not go that far that he's better than Matthews. Go Leafs, go Mitch, go. Indeed, Morgan, indeed. Good. Also, is that the Leafs Stadium Series jersey? Yes, indeed. This is the Leafs 2018 Stadium Series jersey. Yes, and I also think it looks good. This is one of my favorite Leafs jerseys. I think it's great. Baseball jerseys are buttoned down. Basketball jerseys are tank tops. Soccer and football jerseys are t-shirts. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's not even that. The thing that I usually don't like about the other sports jerseys is the logos. Really, like they usually don't have. I love the logos being the front and center of the jerseys. That's what I think looks really cool. I'm not a huge fan of when it's just the numbers. Not a huge fan of when it's like a script font, which is why I usually don't like wear-mark jerseys. So, I should probably change this to intermission, by the way. First int. There we go. Let's do that. Cool. Yeah, so that's really why I like hockey jerseys the best, is because they have a logo front and center on the front of the jersey there. Yours is an Adidas Authentic. Yeah, I want an Adidas jersey of this one here. Really, really badly. But it's fairly difficult to find. Your favorite Leafs jersey is the 2014 Winter Classic. That is a really good one as well. I have it in a Kessel, and I really like it. Yes, that is a very good one. Found the NHL is also the most bold with their jersey designs. Yeah, there's some. I'm trying to think of other jerseys that I've really seen. There's some in other leagues that are pretty bold, but for the most part, yeah, I would say the NHL has probably the boldest. Your favorite Leafs jerseys is the Hallowed Better era Leafs. I don't like those jerseys. I mean, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that that era sucked for the Leafs for so long. But I also just really like, the multiple, I don't know what you call them, but the edges to the Leafs. Those are the ones I really like the most. The Harold, I don't know why I can't speak today, apparently. Those eras, I just don't like the Leaf, in my opinion. The Leaf is really what does it for me. Yeah, I mean, I did also grow up with that design as well, but I just don't like it. Baseball is very basic. NFL are just solid colors, and soccer are ads. Yeah, I really dislike soccer jerseys. Those are the ones I dislike the most because it is all just ads, really. The Throwback Raptors jerseys from '95 are nice. Yeah, those ones are sweet. I love that dinosaur logo. It's awesome. I think it's great. You have a Maple Leafs jersey on right now. Nice. Which one do you have? I'm gonna quickly get more water. I'm thirsty, so just 1 second. I'll be like, 30 seconds. I have returned. Now I do have a little bit of a. I want to actually open up my NHL app so I can keep track of that intermission. But I do have a tier list that I kind of want to quickly go through. So let's make sure that I have the right thing, and I sure do. So let's switch over. You also have the original black Tampa Bay jersey that you wore when you showed your Leafs collection. Yeah, it's a nice one. I really like that one. You have a friend who collects NBA jerseys, and some of them are fire. Yeah, some NBA jerseys are really, really nice, but others I'm not a huge fan of. So yeah, I quickly made this today, a Reverse Retro 2.0 full uniforms tier list. Just to kind of quickly go through some of them. Now, I know that the Flames and the Devils both wore their jerseys today, so we'll have to take a look at those. We'll maybe get to those when we get to them alphabetically, but starting off with the Anaheim Ducks here, we can quickly show their. Hold on 1 second, actually. Let's do this. There we go. There we go. So yes, we have the Anaheim uniform here. So I actually really like this uniform a lot. I think the kind of orange bands there are sweet. I really like the orange pants on this uniform, and that striping as well on the pants, I think is very, very nice. And of course, that striping does match the striping on the jersey. So overall, I really like this reverse retro uniform for the Ducks. I will throw it into A tier for now. We'll kind of go along and fix this up as we move forward with all these. As a Wing fans, I must say ours look much better in uniform. I definitely like it in uniform a lot more as well. I think it's just the fact that Chicago did a word mark with black accents is why people think it sucks. Yeah, I'll get to it when we get to Detroit, but I like it a little bit better in uniform as well. Yeah, there's no fishermen. As far as I saw, they were waiting until December 10th to wear their uniforms. So I don't have every single team here. I'm missing Calgary because they just released they just wore theirs today. And I'm also missing New Jersey and the Islanders. Those are the three teams that I don't have on the list because they haven't worn them yet. But next up is Arizona. And let's bring theirs up onto the screen here. And for me, this one is really nice as well. It's a little bit basic, obviously, with just the black pants. I do like that kind of burgundy, whatever you want to call it, gloves there, as well as that kind of green, tint as well. I don't know, really, just on the cuff of the sleeve, I guess, or of the glove, I should say. I think that looks really nice. And then the striping, fairly basic on the socks there. But this is a very nice one. But I like the jersey more than the uniform itself. I'm going to put this one into B for now. We'll put it into A. We might move this one into B, though. Yeah, New Jersey and Calgary both debuted them today. And I'll assume you'll update it when they wear them. Yeah, I'll probably honestly do a full uniform tier list, like an actual video, when those, well, I guess just when what's it called? The Islanders wear theirs. Yeah, I think Calgary is wearing theirs. I think that's what I saw. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're wearing theirs. Well, tonight I should say, because yeah, they play in 2 hours. I think. Yeah, they play in 2 hours. So I think they'll be wearing those tonight. The next team that we have is the Boston Bruins. And once again, I do think this is, I like the jersey itself, but with the uniform in particular, I don't know how much different it is from just their, regular away uniforms. It has just their regular B on the pants there. The striping is fairly basic. I really wish, honestly, that they did the same striping on the socks as the rest of the jersey. I think that would have been a ton of fun. But unfortunately, since they did not do that, I'm going to throw it probably just into the B tier for now. B for Bruins. But yeah, if they made some kind of striping with those socks, I think I would have liked it a lot more. Can't wait for Christmas, getting 5 reverse retros, 2 Adidas jerseys, and possibly the 2014 Winter Classic Reebok. Oh my gosh. Dang, that is sweet. The 2014 Winter Classic for the Wings is like my favorite Wings jersey. I absolutely love that thing. Next up, we have the Sabres, and this one might be a little bit controversial because I know a lot of people don't like the all-white, almost all-white effect. But hold on. Sorry. I really like this uniform a lot, actually. I think the white pants are actually really nice. The only thing that I don't like about the white pants is you can almost kind of see it. Oh, oopsies. Not really too much, but the back of the pants looks a little bit strange. But the front, I think, looks great. I really like the Buffalo Sabres section right there. I think that's a ton of fun. Just the one, kind of band of blue with the yellow fingers. I like that. Pretty simple striping as well on the socks, but I really like this uniform a lot, actually. Quite a bit. So, I'll throw it maybe ahead of the Ducks. Like I said, I'm probably going to edit this A tier because I might have a lot of A tiers, so we'll probably edit it in when we kind of get around to it. Then we have the Canes. This one here is fine for me. It looks nice. I don't love the jersey, obviously, because it doesn't really feel too reverse retro, but the rest of the uniform for me is fine, so I'll throw it into the B tier. All right. I guess the Islanders are the only one that hasn't worn their reverse retros yet because Calgary, is wearing theirs tonight. Yeah, Calgary and the Devils. Calgary, Devils, and Islanders were the only team that had not worn them, but both the Devils and the Flames are wearing theirs tonight. So it's just going to be the Islanders. They're supposed to wear them on the 10th of December, so fairly soon here. But I do not have the Devils or the Flames on this list, but we'll kind of get to them in a little bit here. I guess with Calgary, I'll get them after. Actually, we'll do it right now. Give me a second. Let me find the Flames. Calgary uniform. Why am I looking that up? Why am I just looking up Calgary Flames? Let's see. Oh, I guess the Flames haven't quite shown it yet, right? Because their game is in 2 hours, so we don't have, or at least I can't. The Flames haven't released pictures on their Twitter yet, so maybe we'll see theirs before the end of the stream, but we'll have to keep an eye on it. Looks like maybe the second period is actually starting here, so let me take a look. Let's look here. Is the second period starting? I do not want to miss the period. Oh, come on. Now you want to load. Load. It's just really not wanting to load for me. 1 second. Why did Leaf stop wearing the memorial patch? I really don't know, honestly. I don't get it. I think that patch was great. I really liked it a lot. So I don't know why they stopped wearing it. If it wasn't for the fact that it isn't retro, I'd rank the Canes much higher. I actually really like it as a jersey. I'm honestly not a huge fan of the jersey myself. I don't even like their away jersey, so the fact that it's a jersey that I don't like, and it's an away, and it's basically like not a retro, I'm not a fan of it at all. Is Reebok jersey low ended? I honestly don't mind the Reebok jerseys too much. And my stream is just not loading at all, unfortunately. I might have to go to the home feed because it looks like the away feed is not working for me, unfortunately. Maybe if I use this one. Let's see. Yeah, I like the Reebok jerseys. Yeah, like Nick said, I agree with half of it. I think the Reebok jerseys are better than the Fanatics by far. I do not think they're better than the Adidas, though. But I do think the Reebok authentic jerseys are better than the Adidas jerseys because the Adidas jerseys are supposed to be that authentic jersey, and they're kind of not-ish, in my opinion. But like the Reebok Edge 1.0s and 2.0s are a lot better than the just regular Adidas jerseys, in my opinion. But they are 100% better than Fanatics. Even though I'm literally wearing a Fanatics right now, but I just don't like it. Like, as you can see, like, look how shiny the numbers are on this jersey. The logo is also really shiny as well, and I just really don't like that aspect of the Fanatics jerseys. They're super comfortable, and I like that part, but the only issue that I say with Reebok is the shoulder patches are not good at all. It's just like a vinyl one layer. Looks really bad. But if there's no shoulder patches, I like it a little bit more. They do also pull fairly easily as well, so you do have to keep an eye out for that. We'll give an Elise one as a gift. Just happy to have a Elise jersey. Yeah, I mean, overall, like the Reebok jerseys, I think are good. Like they're fine. The Blackhawks are beating the Rangers, and the IceHawks are beating the Wolfpacks. Good to see. It's weird that they keep playing the team's AHL affiliate. I don't know if that happens. Like, at least I don't notice that when the Leafs play, like, or when like the Marlies play, the other team's affiliate. But I also don't pay too much attention to that. But that's happened like twice. Reebok had better collars than Adidas. I would agree with that for sure. I do like the Reebok collars for sure. Seen them in winners before. They're not cheap but discounted. Okay, considering. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. The Reebok jerseys like just a Reebok Premier jersey. Wouldn't spend like too much on it. At least like the way that I see it. But I mean, if you want the jersey, then sort of how much you ever want to spend on it. That's kind of up to you. But for me, like, I don't know if I really would spend more than like 60 to 70 Canadian dollars on a Reebok Premier. I don't know why. Weird, because on the app it's saying that the game should start soon, but it's not on my feed. Weird. But I've spent over that a few times. I've spent it on a when was it? I can't remember. The Rangers Winter Classic. That's really, really nice. I spent, I think it was like 100 and something on it. And that's a blank jersey, a blank Reebok Premier. And like I said, I usually don't like doing that for Reebok Premiers, but with that one in particular, I just wanted it, so I spent it. Okay, here we go. Now the game's back up, so we can put the clock back on. Actually, there's a power play, so we're not going to put the clock back on, but we will change the period. Do that. Second. Oh, not that. There we go. Took a few tries, but we got there. Maybe it's me being an Atlanta fan, but I really like red and black jerseys. Games are great. Hawks is also pretty good. I like red and black jerseys as well. I don't think they look bad, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of word marks. I think that's really why I don't like the Canes away jerseys turned into that reverse retro. Oh, out front. Good save by Murray. 5 seconds left on the power play. Reebok Winch by Ed Marion Hossa for $100. Had to buy. It'll be perfect for a 2010. Oof! I was looking away. Yeah, that is a very good grab indeed. Yeah, it's a nice jersey, especially for $100. I definitely would buy almost every single Edge 1.0 for $100. I really like the 1.0s. They're like the comfiest jerseys. Except for Fanatics. I think the Fanatics jerseys are very comfy, and that's the only thing that I like about them. But yeah, I think the 1.0s are like, I think they might be my favorite jersey, just because they're so comfy, the quality's good as well. Like, there's just really nothing wrong with them. Yeah, they're also waterproof, right? Which is the reason they got rid of them, because they were trapping sweat, I think. I think that's what I remember seeing. They were trapping sweat, and the players didn't like it, which is why they went to the 2.0s. Matthews behind the net. Back at the point for Gio. Bunting to Matthews out front. And Willie. Oh, that one off the side of the net. That almost went in. Now the other way, Hagel. We're seeing Ian Cole got a stick on that to knock it away. I didn't really see it. But Gio gets hit hard. Good pass, Willie. Olds. Oh. There's a penalty upcoming. I don't know to who. The goalie, Vasilevsky, kind of got run over. They're saying Tavares is going for interference, but I feel like he got pushed into Vasilevsky by Sergachev. We'll see. Yeah, that was right in front. Bunting almost had a tap in, and Ian Cole knocks it away. And it was Coleman. I see. Yeah, Coleman knocks Tavares right into Vasilevsky, and I think Coleman does get... Or not Coleman. I don't know why I'm saying Coleman. Cole. That's why. I heard Cole on the broadcast. I think that's the reason why I said Coleman. Obviously, Coleman no longer with the Lightning. Went on to sign with Calgary. The Leafs back on the power play here. 2 minutes. I apologize for that burp, by the way. Tavares wants the draw. Over to Matthews. And Dean back to Matthews. Now Marner tries to get it back to Tavares, and he's able to get it. And play ends up getting cleared. Willie out front. Can't quite get there. Ooh. Matthews went in awkwardly to the boards there. There's nobody streaming the game. I have a stream up here. But obviously I can't show it. I wish I could show the stream. I would much prefer that. Marner! Oh! Off there by Vasi. Sandin. Now Marner. Back to Matthews. Over to Willie. Oh! Is that in? No. Willie thought it was in. That was close. Yeah, I wish I could actually have the game on the screen, but yeah, unfortunately, I would very much obviously get shut down very quickly. Yeah, Willie thought that was in for a second. At least second unit is out there. Gio at the point over to Robertson. Now Robertson again. Up high for Gio. Back to Robertson. Shoots it. And it's a good save by Vasi. He was there ready for it. Blackhawks coach Luker decision to the head. Oh, really? He had to get some stitches? That sucks. Hopefully he's okay. It's not good. I mean, a puck to the head sucks when you have a helmet, and obviously, getting one while you're on the bench, yeah, that's not good. Hopefully he's all right. 10 seconds left here in the penalty. To Cole out front. Ooh, Holmberg was there, but couldn't quite really get a stick on it. And Cole has a breakaway. Ooh, they're calling it offside. Hollowell does a good job, though. He kind of was on top of Cole there anyways, but yeah, it was close. What was going on there? There's some Leafs fans dressed up with I don't know, like a doll or something in the middle of them. I don't know what's going on. Not quite too sure. Blackhawks intermission reporter said that the Hawks win this game. Gallant could be in a massive hot seat with the Rangers. Yeah, for sure. I mean, because the Rangers have blown. Well, they blew a lead to the Oilers late, and then they blew a lead to the Senators late as well. Lost both games. Yeah, I definitely could see him being on the hot seat for sure. I mean, I know Shesterkin isn't playing, as well as last year, and he really carried the Rangers last year. Well, I don't know if I want to say carried, but obviously he helped them quite a bit. But yeah, they should be a better team. Either way. I definitely could see him being on the hot seat for sure. That's a good back check there by Holmberg. And he's just rushing in. Oh, goes hard into the boards. They're calling a penalty on the Leafs. Dang. I mean, I'm kind of glad Holmberg didn't score there because it would have been called off. I'm trying to see. Oh. Okay. It was the second part that... I thought it was the first part, but he kind of bumps into Bogosian there. Yeah. I guess that's kind of fair. There's a good head coach on the market in Trotz, and he wants to coach for an original 6 teams. Could be interesting. Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, if Gallant's on the hot seat and Trotz is good to, or wants to coach for the Rangers, yeah, that's kind of hard to say no. No to that if you're the Rangers. There's a giveaway. Marner! Oh, puts it wide. Oh, man. Marner's point streak almost extended there. Marner scores! Marner, 19-game point streak, breaks the record for the Maple Leafs. On the penalty kill as well. Wow. Franchise record. Wow. It's a good a good turnover there. And Camp does a good job to get it back to Marner, too. Oh, just awful from the Lightning. That's like 2 or 3 times that they just turned it over in their own end. And Marner with the goal, like I said, franchise record, a 19-game point streak. And 1-0 for the Leafs as well. Anyone know why Wayne Simmons is still in the NHL? I like Simmons, but yeah. He I mean, it's kind of fair of like when the Leafs play him. It's not very often, and they usually play him against a team that's tough. So, but yeah, you could argue that he's not really doing a whole lot. I'm glad that Marner got it here in the second period, so I don't have to spend all of the third period just praying for him to get it. And now Marner breaks that up as well. And we'll flip it out. The Lightning have one kind of little bit of a rush here. 15 seconds left on the power play. Yeah, I mean, I think the Leafs do want to do right by him and trade him to a. I think he still has some value, but yeah, not a ton. Obviously, yeah, he did take that penalty tonight as well. I feel like the Rangers need a waist stripe on their Lady Liberty jersey. Yeah, I would say that's the worst part about that jersey, is there's no waist stripe on it, but I still like it a lot. I still think it's really, really nice, but it could use a waist stripe for sure. Nemestikov in there. Actually, I wonder how good Nemestikov is doing. Shot from the point. Nemestikov. Oh, scores. Okay, well. I did say, I wonder how good Nemestikov is doing, and then he scores. Apparently, that's his first of the season. Well, all right. I was wondering that because at the start of the season, I was talking about Well, I was thinking, I think I might have said it in one of my videos, but, Nemestikov, when he first came into the league, he was really good on the Lightning. Yeah, it's just Hall just can't quite tip that puck away. And it was a block in front. I don't know if I really blame anyone for that. I guess the thing that I blame most is Hall kind of bumps into someone on the Lightning, which knocks Matthews over. But anyways, yeah, Nemestikov, I was wondering how he would do because he was good with the Lightning when he first started in the NHL, but once he got traded, he kind of really didn't find his game too much, and I was wondering if he was going to find that back in Tampa, and of course, as I was wondering that, he scores, and that's his first of the season. The Hawks would take that cap hit of Simmons if the Leafs gave us a second. I don't think you're giving away a second for Simmons. I think that's a little bit too much. I think you keep Simmons if it costs you a second. They're not that dire in need of cap space to get rid of Simmons. I think. Obviously, they do need cap space, but I don't think it's enough. Torch is an amazing coach for hockey. Not the greatest option for player development, only because he's stuck to making player perform or making a player lose all confidence. Yeah, I mean, the one thing with Torch is, he is really good defensively, and yeah, it can definitely hurt a player's confidence because he wants the player to be so defensive. But yeah. Anyways, I think Torch is a really good coach. Or why do I keep saying Torts? Trotz. I'm meaning Trotz. I don't know why I keep saying Torts. But yeah, he's a really, really good coach. But yeah, I think it depends on the team, really. I want to say, do you think the reverse retro program can come back one day, even after Adidas stops making jerseys? Yeah, I don't know if they would do another reverse retro program, but I definitely could see a league-wide profile for sure. Or program for sure. Just because of how much money it makes. I'm sure both reverse retros did fantastic. I know the first one sold out very, very quickly. This time around they haven't sold out as quickly, but also I think they have more stock this time around. But the issue with doing a reverse retro again would just be what do you do for some teams? Some teams they've done all that they really can. So I think it works. I think it would be better if teams maybe did a city jersey program or something like that. Just anything different. Definitely not. I think a reverse retro again would be a little bit too difficult for some teams. Yeah, usually the high profile player has issues with him. Yeah, for sure. It's a shot on goal, stopped. Puck in the neutral zone here, gets dumped in. We got 11 minutes, a little over 11 minutes left here in the second. Tied 1-1. Yeah, like I said, I'm very, very glad that Marner got his point streak early here. I really didn't want it to come down to the last wire there like it did last game. Yeah, I was just nervous the entire time. Really. Sandine at the point to Matthews. Ooh, good save. There's a glove on the ice there. I'm not sure who it is. 48 on Tampa. I can't read their name. Not sure who 48 on Tampa is, unfortunately. Marner brings it in, but it's offside. Leafs have 25 points since November 1st. It's only second. It's second in the NHL. I don't know who's first in the. I mean, I guess maybe Boston. I guess Boston would probably be first, or maybe New Jersey. One of the two. I mean, they both have like 3 losses on the season. Don't have a TV. How's the pace? Looking evenly matched possession, shot chances. Yeah, I mean it's a good game so far. Leafs have 24 shots, Tampa 14, but even though the Leafs do have more shots, I don't know like how much more I would say the Leafs are. I wouldn't really say that they're looking more dominant than Tampa. I feel like it's fairly close. But the Leafs usually do actually like they play Tampa fairly well and fairly close. I don't know if they just it's because the Leafs do usually play a little bit better against good teams, or if it's just because they match Tampa's game nicely. But the Leafs I find are always pretty good against Tampa. Leafs do. I think the Leafs have 3 power plays to Tampa's 2. I think is what it is. Maybe we can check that as Tampa comes in. Puck goes wide. Let's see. Oh no, I guess the penalties are tied 3-3. I don't remember. Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. But anyways, point here. Kucherov puts it in. Ooh, out front there, just knocked away. And Liljegren skates it to center. Brings it in. Robertson to Liljegren. Ooh. Liljegren was out in front with Robertson shot on goal. It's close. That almost could have been a penalty on Robertson there. He kind of almost interfered with someone. Robertson down to Marner in behind the net. Loses the puck, though. Weird that Holmberg is on the ice with Marner. Sandine out front. That's a good save by Vasi. That's a little bit of a weird line change. We have Holmberg with Robertson and Marner. Strange. Good chance out front there. But Vasilevsky, obviously, one of the best goalies in the league, stands his ground. We just have, I think it was 7 minutes is what I saw last. Oh, 9 minutes. Let's see what the other games are like. Boston is up 3-0 on the Avalanche. Man, can Boston stop winning? Boston's 19-3. Like, Stop, man. Please. Leafs are actually doing, like, pretty good. And, of course, they're still 3 points behind Boston, and Boston has 3 games in hand. Like, come on. Come on, man. The Oilers are up 3-2 on the Canadiens. Devils and Flyers are tied 1-1. Sharks and Senators. Senators are up 3-2. Penguins are up 5-2 against the the Blues. I don't know why. I always say Blue Jackets when I say Blues. I don't get it. And Golden Knights are up 3-1 against the Red Wings. Blackhawks up 1-0 against the Rangers. Yeah, like Nick was saying, that if the Rangers do end up losing to the Blackhawks, that is going to be quite a hot seat for Gallant there. The Rangers have not looked fantastic, especially their past few games. That is for sure. They're showing a little bit of Marner's defensive game here, it looks like. A lot of it, I think, is on the penalty kill. And of course, they're showing now the goal where Marner steals the puck, almost puts it in by himself, and then Camp does a good job forechecking. And, like, that was just, like, such an awful goal for the Lightning. Like, 5 players all in the defensive end, and all of them standing still, none of them doing really anything. It's not a great goal on Tampa's end. That's for sure. You got Toronto's fourth line here. Holmberg back with Aston Reese. Oh, out front! Oh, that went off the post. Belmar. Huge chance there. And Perry again now has it. Oh, huge shot by Maroon. Stopped. Jeez. Huge pressure here by Tampa. Leafs just trying to survive. Perry in behind the net. There's Maroon. Up to Bogosian. Oof. Stop again there by Murray. Murray's had to be sharp here on this shift. That is for sure. But nothing in, which is good. The Leafs can't really hold it in the zone there. And that puck goes into the Lightning bench. Yeah, that was a good fourth line there by Belmar, just right off the post. That was close. And that fourth line had huge pressure here. It's a really good shift from them. Against the Leafs fourth line as well. Oh, it's a good tip by Maroon there, but Murray's able to get a pad on it, so stayed out. Now the Leafs third line here. Kampf, Engvall, and Kerfoot. All in his own end. Can't quite get it to Kerfoot there. Puck goes on goal. The Leafs are able to get it out just barely, but can't get it much further than the neutral zone. And the Lightning are right back into the Leafs' end. But I think they just changed there, so nothing. Not too much pressure there for the Leafs. Hall is able to just hold it behind his net. Wait for the Leafs to change as well, as they get the Matthews line out there. That going to be icing, and it sure is. So icing for the Leafs, but they were at least able to change their forwards. Their defensemen, though, I think have been out there for quite a while. Apparently they're saying Matthews' goals in 3 straight. I guess that makes sense. I didn't realize it was 3 straight. I know he had it in back-to-back games. That shot by Stamkos goes wide. Yeah, Giordano's been out for 1 minute and 15 seconds. And I think Hall has a similar time. And the Leafs are able to get it out. Oh, Bunting can't quite get it to Matthews. He was wide open out front. Man. If he could have just got it to Matthews, he had all the time in the world. Gio was able to make a change. That's Liljegren out there now. But Hall is still out there. He's been out there 1 minute and 45 seconds. The Leafs really do need to get it out here. And they cannot. Over. That shot goes wide. Now Paul gets it back to the point. That gets thrown on. Goes wide. I think it was tipped somewhere. At some point. Lightning really putting on the pressure the past few minutes here. The Leafs do get it out. And they're able to get some changed. I think Hall is actually changed now, which is good. That is needed for him. He was out there for over 2 minutes. Bars to Marner. Gets it over to Robertson, but it gets knocked off a stick. And now Kucherov missed that pass. Robertson goes the other way. He's going to drop it here for Marner, who shoots. Oh! It dribbled right out front. Tavares couldn't find it, and Vasilevsky does. Gio's been underrated. He's actually a great player. Yeah, I mean, Gio is fantastic. He has exceeded my expectations. I liked him in Calgary, but yeah, he's been phenomenal for a 39-year-old. I'm glad that we signed him for 2 more years because, yeah, he's a lot better than I was really expecting from him. I really like him a lot. I mean, all the Leafs defense has stepped up with all the injuries, of course. You know, Sandin has looked a lot better since the start of the season. His start, I don't think was really that great, but looked a lot better recently. Basically, since that Riley injury, he stepped up. Liljegren's been good. Even Hall, who did not have a good start to the season as well. I mean, I haven't really noticed him too much, which is a good thing, of course. So yeah, no, all the Leafs defense has really stepped up over the past, few games since their injuries really piled up on the defense there. Brody should be back fairly soon, hopefully. I think the last I saw that he was progressing a little bit better. Because, of course, I think they said that he would be out like a week, and then they said that it wasn't really going as well. So they needed to give him a little bit more time. And I think the last time that I saw was that he was progressing a little bit better. So hopefully he does come back soon. But, like, even Mete, he wasn't... I don't think he's looked as good as Jordy Ben did. Ben surprised, the hell out of me. I did not think, much of Ben when he came over, or when he signed, I should say. But he looked fantastic when he was playing. And then, of course, he does get injured. So, unfortunate, but yeah, hopefully Brody comes back soon. That would be very, very helpful, but the Leafs defense has looked actually good. And Hollowell also has looked good for a rookie as well. Leafs win the draw. Ooh, good steal by Nylander. Out front, ooh. Matthews steals it as well. Marner tries to knock it on goal, but can't. They had Marner, Matthews, Nylander out there. And Marner's able to keep it in. Ooh. Nylander can't quite squeeze it through there to Matthews. Killorn there shoots, goes wide. Back for Killorn again. Up at the point. Cole shoots. Oh! Murray makes the save and has to knock it away. Couldn't control the rebound there. but swipes it out of harm's way there. That was close. Like I said, that's kind of been my one issue with Murray is I find that he isn't really able to swallow some pucks as great as I would like him to. But I mean, even though he wasn't able to fully control that one, he knocked it out of the harm's way himself. So, as long as he does that, it's fine. But at a certain point, it's not going to be as easy to do that. Now it's a 4-on-2 here. Hagel. Leafs are able to get back, though. Oh, that went off the post. I think that was tipped out front. That was close. I think that might have been offside, but Kucherov comes in anyways. Out front to point, and they score. I think that might have been offside. Maybe. We'll take a look. I'm not quite too sure, but it kind of looked like it was offside, and it looked like Sandin might have said it was offside as well. Yeah, they're showing Murray bobble that puck there. And then that was tipped by point, hit the post. And Kucherov right up front to point. And Murray couldn't get that right pad down. I don't know why. Oh no, he lifts it up at the last second. Because point is coming towards towards Murray's left. And he thought he needed to push. But he did not need to do that. And unfortunately, it went right underneath it. It looks like the Leafs are challenging this. That's what I thought. I thought it might be offside. Bunting is due. Do you think he scores tonight? Yeah, Bunting is due. I don't think he does end up getting a goal tonight, but hopefully he gets one soon. He needs it. That's for sure. Yeah, so let's see. Is this offside? Oof. It's close. Let's see. Sandin knocks the puck. Yeah, that goes all the way out. Now does Hagel touch up? Yeah, that's offside. Yep. That is offside, so I was right indeed. Yeah, it's a quick call from the refs. That was quite obviously offside. So yeah, I thought it was. The way that I looked, like the way that the play happened, it looked kind of close, but that puck just went out. Hagel not able to keep onside there. We got 3:38 left here. Apparently, the Leafs are 3 for 3 on coaches' challenges this year. I try to remember the other ones. Honestly, I can't quite remember the other ones, to be honest. Lightning come in anyways. Lorelli, crashes into Murray. There's a huge fight out front. I don't really think that was Cirelli's fault, to be 100% honest. I think he was kind of pushed behind. Let's see. At 3:21 left in the second here. Let's take a look. So Cirelli comes in with a lot of speed, and Tavares trying to follow up. Kind of pushes him into Murray. I don't really think it's a penalty either way. I don't know if I really fully blame Cirelli. Yeah, he kind of gets tripped up, kind of gets pushed a little bit. Murray looks to be okay. Yeah, I don't think any penalties are being given either. Yeah. I don't think anyone's injured, so. Shots are 16-10 for the Leafs this period. Shots 42 to 37. Shot attempts, I should say, sorry. Shot attempts 42 to 37 in favor of the Leafs as well. Bunting, oh, up front, Nylander scores! Willie again, who has been on fire. Bunting, great forecheck. Matthews pushes it out front, and Willie scores. Yeah, Hall dumps it in, and it's a good forecheck here by Bunting. Matthews takes the puck, gets it just right to Willie, who makes a nice move. Yeah, that was nice. That's a good, actually, I didn't realize it was Matthews who kind of picked that puck out of the pile there. And yep, just Willie pulls it away from Vasi and backhands it right past him. Great job by Willie. 14 goals for Nylander this season. He has been on fire, especially as of late. Now Bunting has the puck, gets it to Willie again. Ooh, he kind of fans on that puck. And is there a penalty? Looks like there's a penalty coming up to Tampa. When Tampa's getting a little pushy here with Nylander. Going to Nylander, having a conversation. Bunting and Cernak. Bunting is such a rat, dude. I love him. Is Bunting going off here as well? Kucherov is getting the initial penalty. I don't know what for. I'll be honest, I missed it. Let's see. Oh, just, yeah, right from behind on Justin Hall. Boarding as well. Yeah, Hall is just all numbers, facing the boards, and for a long time too, and he just comes right up behind him. Bunting's getting a penalty too. Okay, so Tampa's getting 2 penalties, a roughing penalty, an interference penalty, and Bunting is getting a high sticking penalty. That is how those penalties are going out there. I think it's probably just going to be, you know, a regular penalty, or a power play, I should say. I think that's what's going to happen, because I think, you know, Bunting and Cernak, I think, is who the other guy is for roughing. Yeah. I think they're just taking both of them, so Bunting is yapping in the box there. Oh, what a rat. He is definitely one of those guys who, you know, he's not quite at that level of Marchand, both in skill and I think both in like the rat aspect. But he's definitely like that sort of style for sure. So 2:50 left here in the second. Yeah, and it is just going to be a regular power play. 2 minutes. And Tavares wins the draw. Sandin to Marner, down low. Willie tries to come up front. Oh. Couldn't quite get there. He got out front, but I don't really think got a good shot away. Now Marner has the puck here. Just walks through. Gives it to Tavares. Tries to get it back out front to Marner, but couldn't quite get there. And Sergachev is able to clear that one. Murray stops that up for Sandin. Now they head in the other direction. Drops back there. Matthews, who comes in. Boris walks to the net. Has to go around and loses it. And that will be cleared once again. A minute left here. Murray's got to make sure he doesn't play it in the trapezoid there. Sandin up to Robertson, so that second unit out here now. Lilgren's in deep. Can't quite get that puck. And that gets cleared as well. So not a Great power play so far. 40 seconds left. We got Gio. Dumps it in. And came right back out. Burfoot almost has his pocket picked. It does. Out front. Huge save by Murray on Nemestikov. Wow. Huge save. Sorelli with a good forecheck. And a really good pass. But Murray comes up huge there. 50 seconds left. That will do it for the penalty kill for the Lightning. And Liljegren dumps it in. Vasi turns it over. Oh, out front. Can't quite get a shot away there. And it's back into the neutral zone. 24 seconds left here in the second period. Leafs up 2-1. And Zach Aston Reese is going to go off here for a penalty. Ooh, maybe both. They're saying both here. They're saying a hook and a dive. Yeah, it's a good forecheck by Sorelli. Right out front to Nemestikov, and Murray stood strong. Let's see. Yeah. Oh my god, what a dive. Who's 48? Who's 48? Oh, I have no idea who 48 is on the Lightning, but he holds on to Aston Reese's stick and then just flops. I want to know. I have no idea who 48 is on the Lightning. Let's take a look. Lightning. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've seen it before. Perbix. I know that's wrong. I know that's not how you pronounce it. But Matthews takes it just right to the net. Vasi stops that one. Now the Lightning just dump it in. That's going to do it for the second. So the Leafs looked like they went down 2-1, but play was offside, and the Leafs turn it right back around and able to get that 2-1 lead. We're in the second intermission here. And let's go back to the list that I was doing. Where is it? There it is. Let's pull it up on stream as well. Let's take a look. All right. So the tier list that I was doing beforehand. Let's pull up the next team's picture, which is the Chicago Blackhawks. So that would be them. There we go. So we got the Blackhawks here. Honestly, I do think the uniform improves the jersey. I think it looks a lot better in uniform than just the jersey itself. Not a fan of the jersey, but I like the kind of just one stripe on the glove there. I think that's nice. It's kind of outlined by red as well. And the striping on the socks as well. Obviously, that is tape there. But, you know, I do think it is improved by the uniform itself. But I'm still honestly not a huge fan of the jersey altogether and of the uniform altogether, to be completely honest. So I am going to throw it into the C tier. We'll see if we move it down or not. But for now, it's going to go into that C tier there. Next up, we got the Avalanche. Now, I kind of talked about this a little bit. Was it last stream? I think it might have been last stream or the stream before, where just the pants really don't match, and I don't like that part, and it looks like the gloves kind of don't match as well. Like, it's just different shades of blue. And I think that's really, it really stands out, and I just really don't like it. The striping itself on the socks, I think that ends up looking fine, but Really, honestly, the uniform, I like the jersey itself, but the uniform almost ruins it for me. It may not ruins it, but it makes it a lot worse. So I'm gonna throw it into the C tier as well. Now we got the Columbus Blue Jackets. And I think this is a nice looking uniform. Not really too out there, not really too complicated. We just have like that one stripe at the bottom of the blue, which seems to be fairly close with the blue in the jersey, and then of course you can kind of see behind as well with that just striping, which doesn't quite match the striping at the bottom of the jersey, but still think it looks nice. But overall, I think it's a fine uniform. It's nothing really too special, I would say. So I will throw it. We'll throw it into the B tier for now. Now we have the Dallas Stars. They kind of have like that one stripe there, which I like. But outside of that, nothing really too crazy with their uniform. Just black gloves, black helmet, and once again, the striping does match on the jersey. So even though this is kind of the usual striping for socks, at least it matches with the jersey. So that is a positive. Once again, I wouldn't really say there's anything too special about it. I'll put it maybe ahead of that Bruins one, but it's still fine for me, to be honest. Now we have the Red Wings, and I said this before, where I was really not a fan of the Red Wings jersey when I first saw it, but it has grown on me, and I really like the striping on the socks. I like that it does match the jersey there. I think that's great. Maybe a little bit too much red. I will say that. That is probably the worst part about this jersey is that red. So I think I am... Where do I want to put this? We'll put it right behind that Columbus one. I think that's where I'll put it for now. Even though I do think it is improved by the uniform, maybe just... sorry, I hit the mic there. Maybe just a little bit too much red, in my opinion. Now we can move on to Edmonton, of course. I do like the oil drop there, or the cog, whatever you want to call it, on the pants, although it is a little bit of a different color, which is interesting. At least it looks that way. But the gloves match nicely. I like the orange in the gloves as well. Those socks work perfectly as well. The helmet looks like it's a black. Would have liked if it was that dark blue, that dark navy blue as well. But outside of that, I'll throw it into the A tier. I think it looks nice. I like it. Next up, we have the Panthers. Man, I really, really want to like this Panthers. With the jersey specifically, I really want to like it. But I still can't. With the uniform, though, I think this is with all the other jerseys as well, or all the other pants, I should say. The kind of, worn out type of look, which is interesting. But, I mean, everything else matches. That blue's a little bit of a different shade of blue, but looks like the glove matches fine, which is nice. I don't know if I like the blue on the top, though. That dark blue on the top. Maybe we'd try and go with something else there. But overall, I think it's fine. I think I am going to put it probably right ahead of that Detroit one, though. No, I'll put the Detroit one ahead of it. It's just with the pants not really matching that nicely and the helmet being that dark blue. I just don't like it enough where I'm actually going to throw it into the C tier. I talked myself into throwing it into the C tier. I don't know. I'm just not really a huge fan of the jersey itself, honestly, which I know a lot of people absolutely love it, and I really, really do want to like it a lot. And I kind of convinced myself at the start that I liked it, but I don't really think I'm convincing myself anymore. Now we have the Kings, and this is amazing. do I really need to say a whole lot more? The purple pants, the gloves with that gold band is amazing. This is S tier. Easy. It's an easy S tier. I absolutely love it. Now we have the Minnesota Wild. And I also think their uniform looks really nice. The only flaw that I give it is the pants and the helmet not matching. It's a different shade of green. But outside of that, I mean, it's really, really nice. I really like the stars on the pants. That's what I think is so fun with this one. So I'm putting it at the top of the A tier. I very much enjoy it. Now we have the Canadiens, and looks like the blue doesn't really match too closely, which I don't like. Same thing with the pants, honestly. Yeah, they don't really match too much. I like those gloves, though. Those gloves, I think, look really cool, and I really like them a lot, honestly. But I don't know. I'll throw it at the bottom of the B tier. I'm gonna throw it into C tier. I'm not really thinking too much about this, to be completely honest, but yeah, I just don't really like it a whole lot. Now we have the Nashville Predators. The big flaw with this, I would say, and people said it when it was on ice as well, like when it first came on ice, is that it just looks so similar to their home uniforms when you're looking at it on TV at a quick look, that it's just disappointing. I don't know how close the uniform itself is actually to their home uniforms. Like, I don't know if those are the same pants. The pants do match, though, which is good. But I don't know. I'm gonna throw it into. I'll throw this one into the bottom of the B, and I'll keep it there. But yeah, just not a massive fan of that Nashville one, to be honest. Then we have the New York Rangers, and I said this when they first came out. I really like these uniforms. The gloves are a lot of fun. Just that kind of different, blocky spaces of the different colors. I think that's great. I like the red pants as well. I think if they went with a blue pant, it would have been way too much blue. So I like those red pants, and it matches with the end of the sleeves as well. And you know, the blue helmet obviously works very nicely. I'm sure they didn't even change that blue helmet from their regular jerseys. For me, this is gonna go right next to that Minnesota one. I think it's fantastic. Now we have Ottawa. Let's bring them up. I'm gonna look up Ottawa because I don't know how much different this is just from their regular uniforms. Let's see. Where is Ottawa? I honestly think it's the exact same. I'm pretty sure. At least as far as I can tell, it is the exact same. So that is unfortunate, but I also don't really blame them, to be completely honest, that it is the exact same as the regular jerseys, because I mean, these jerseys are fairly similar, at least in color, to the regular jerseys. Obviously, the striping is a little bit different, but it's a black jersey with red striping. Same thing as their home. So we'll throw it into kind of with the Canes one, where I think it's just similar to that one. Just okay. Not great, not bad. It's just there. I will say, though, actually, I should bring up that Ottawa one again. I do like the kind of gold there on the pants. That gold bower, I think that looks nice. So I will say that. We'll give that a little bit of a positive. Now, next up, we have the Flyers. Now, I have two different versions of the Flyers. I have the regular jersey that they actually wore on ice here. Well, regular uniform, I should say. And those socks are just way too boring to me. The gloves look nice. I like that part, but the socks are just a little bit too boring. So I'm going to throw that. I'll throw it into the C tier just because it's too boring for me. But next one that we have is, of course, the one that they wore in the pregame, the Cooperalls. And for me, I love the Cooperalls. I know people kind of diss on the Cooperalls because they look a little dumb, and they do look a little dumb, that is for sure. But I love them. I love them so much. They're so stupid, and it's great. I'm throwing it into the A tier. I don't care. I don't care if they look stupid. They're great. I love the Cooperalls. Then we have the Penguins. The Penguins ones are fine. I also, I know some teams didn't really change a whole lot from their home uniforms. And let's see, did the Penguins change anything with their home uniforms? Doesn't really look like it. Looks like it is pretty much the exact same with their home uniforms, unfortunately. So, it's a little disappointing. Kind of the same thing with Ottawa. I think Carolina did the same, so I'll throw them right next to those. We'll actually order this in the way that I actually like the jerseys, where I do think the Penguins one is the best jersey, Ottawa next. Now, the next one here, though. San Jose Sharks. Now, I will say, it's a little bit of an eyesore with how bright that teal is. But I love it. I absolutely love this. I think the teal and that yellow just looks so nice. I love the socks. That's great. The teal pants are amazing. I'm glad that they went with the teal pants, and those gloves look sweet. Like, I kind of want those gloves, honestly. So this one is going to go into the S tier. We'll come back to the S tier in a second. We'll come back to them. Next up is Seattle. They're fine. I think they match nicely, but kind of like some other teams where they don't really do anything too special. It ends up looking nice, I would say. I do like that kind of the light blue there, that kind of ocean blue, whatever you want to call it, on the gloves that match with the jersey. So we'll put it up here where it's nice, not anything too special, but it looks good. Now we have the Blues. Now, I will say, I don't think it looks good in uniform. The jersey itself, I do think looks really nice, but is that not just the same? Let's also check this. I'm pretty sure that's just what they wear for their home jerseys. Looks a little bit different, maybe. Maybe it looks a little bit different. But either way, I mean, obviously the socks are different, but I just the fact that those pants and the gloves are just completely different colors, I can't. I might even throw this into the worst because they're just so different. I just really don't like it. Just don't like it at all. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw it in the worst. Just the fact that those pants and gloves are just so different. I can't put it any higher than D. It looks like they just put zero effort into it. It's fight night in Madison Square Garden. There's been 4 fights this game. Wow, that is crazy. It's a lot of fighting. Now we have the Lightning with their Storm jerseys, and I really like the gloves on this jersey. I think the gloves are so much fun. The socks as well. I mean, they look nice. Obviously, there's no really striping, or at least, normal striping on that Tampa jersey. So it's a little bit difficult to kind of match the jersey itself, but I will throw this one into the A tier because I really like those gloves a lot. I'm just seeing how much time is left in the intermission. Still like a minute left, so we're going to go quickly with these last ones here. Go very, very quickly. So next up, Toronto. I think it just looked good. I think it's very clean, very nice looking. We'll throw it into the bottom. We'll throw it there. Top of the B tier. Canucks. I like the Johnny Canuck on the pants there. I think that looks great. I think the socks and gloves tend to match fairly nicely. I like this kind of off-white on the glove there, but it doesn't really match anything else, is the unfortunate part. So we'll throw this bottom B. Sure, why not? Then we have Vegas. I like Vegas's a lot, really just because of the pants. Has the sword on the pants there, so I think that's great. We'll throw it up into the A tier, I guess. Why not? Trouba playing dirty. Jujhar Khaira fought him, and then Taves fought him later on. Wow. That is kind of Trouba for you a little bit, though. He definitely toes that line. That is for sure. Then we have Winnipeg. I like those gloves for Winnipeg. I think that looks great, actually. And the pants look nice as well. Honestly, I don't think I looked at their uniform beforehand, but I actually really like this uniform a lot. I'm going to throw it... Oh, that's Capitals. I don't know why I had Winnipeg before the Capitals. Anyways, either way, we'll throw it there. Sure, why not? And then we have Washington. I like the stars on the pants. And I mean, the striping does match the jersey as well. Almost would have liked if it was at an angle. That would have been a lot of fun. But we'll throw it B tier. Sure. We'll move some stuff into the C tier here. We'll do that. And then we'll also move the Cooper-Alls down low. Just so we don't have too many in the A tier there. And I'm going to put Sharks at number 1. There we go. I mean, that's just a quick tier list, of course. I think if I looked a little bit harder, maybe I would change my opinion slightly. But the Sharks uniforms are so nice. Yeah, they're amazing. I absolutely love the Sharks uniforms. They're like just so stupid, and I love it so much. So much. Yeah. Anyways, the game is back on, so let's go back to that. Okay, so third period is starting here. Last year, Trouba-related dirty hit basically ended Jujhar Khaira's season. Seeing Khaira get revenge and Trouba was great. Yeah, that is fair. I don't remember that hit. Maybe I do. And a penalty immediately here. 4 minutes. And Toronto is going to be 4-on-3. Marner gets that penalty right off the draw. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Kucherov trying to bust through, and Marner gets his stick in the skates. So it's a 4-on-3 power play here for the Lightning. I didn't see how long. I think it was a minute 45. Yeah, a minute 45 of 4-on-3. We will see how this goes. The Lightning are 0 for 3 on the power play with 3 shots so far this game. The Leafs are able to clear it right away, though, which is good. We got Stamkos out there. Point as well. Harry. Is that Kucherov? Yeah, it's Kucherov. And it's Gio, who just knocked the puck out of the zone. Hall and Kampf on the Leafs. Lightning come in. A minute 15 left of 4-on-3 time. Kucherov back to Stamkos. Stamkos shoots. That is tipped wide or deflected wide at least. Stamkos again, back to Kucherov. Back to Stamkos. That's a good save. 58 seconds left here on the 4-on-3. As Murray covered that one up. They kind of just played back and forth there with Kucherov and Stamkos. Didn't really use Perry or Point too much there. So a defensive zone draw. Wonder who the Leafs are putting out. Oh, they're keeping Kampf. They're keeping that same Kampf, Gio and Hall, and Kampf wins the draw and will get it out. And now there's another player coming on. Maybe Kerfoot, possibly. Yeah, it is Kerfoot out there on that 4-on-3. He just didn't take the draw. Of course, Kampf is that better draw man. Ooh, that's stolen away by Point. Hall kind of had an opportunity to clear it a little bit. Point takes away. Now Kucherov back to Stamkos. They're playing back and forth again. Here's Kucherov, shoots, goes off Perry. That looks like it stung him. Yeah, and he's hobbling a little bit, but he has the puck. Yeah, I don't think it's very comfortable. Kucherov puts that one wide. And that gets out. So, a little bit lucky that that one was cleared out. And I really wish the Blackhawks never let Kampf walk to free agency. I really liked him. Yeah, Kampf is... Oh, that's just a good shot by Kucherov. Murray did not see that one at all. I wasn't really saying much because Kucherov was standing still. And he kind of just took the puck and shot it. It went in. All right. Yeah, that off parry there in front, and Parry was really hurting on that. But yeah, Kucherov gets the puck, kind of settles it, stands still, and yeah, Gio's sort of screening, and Parry's in front as well. Yeah, Murray can't see anything at all, and yeah, it just goes right in. You know, it's a tough one for Gio because, you know, you kind of want to pressure Kucherov, but at the same time, you do also want to get Parry, and he did neither. So, unfortunate, but 2-2 off that penalty to Marner there at the start of the period. But yeah, like I was saying, I absolutely love Kampf. Kampf has been like such a surprise to me. I did not realize how much I would like this player. He is fantastic defensively, and he's been chipping offensively as well. Obviously, he's not crazy good offensively, but he's been a lot better offensively than I really expected him to. Yeah, he's fantastic. It's like it's one of the best or one of the better Leaf signings in the past few years, which is funny, but it is what it is. Marner did indeed get his 19th consecutive or 19 game point streak. He got that at the start of the second, or actually, I think it was halfway through the second. But yes. Ooh, out front. Murray saves it and covers. Yeah, Marner is now has that franchise record of a 19 game point streak all by himself. Let's see here. The puck just gets thrown out in front, kind of tips off Cirelli in front, and Murray, I should say, sorry, just keeps his pad on the ice, able to freeze that one. Did I change? Okay, I did change it to third. Shots 26-31 in favor of the Leafs. 17:35 left. I can put the clock back on. There's no penalties. Boris taking that defensive zone draw, and he wins it to Liljegren over to Sandin, and they should get this puck out, and they do. Marner tips it ahead for Tavares, but he can't quite get it out there for Robertson. Ooh, Marner kind of gets interfered with a little bit, sort of, but puck gets turned over. Kucherov to Stamkos, back to Kucherov, doesn't quite tip it in front. Two players collide in the back, and are they both injured? Yeah, Liljegren and Kucherov kind of got tangled up there. Both went into the boards really hard. I think they're taking Liljegren off. Yeah, both of them shaken up, but I think both skating on their own. Let's see. Yeah, Liljegren does kind of trip up Kucherov there. Ooh, yeah, Kucherov's knee there. Goes in really hard into the boards. Yeah. Liljegren almost like his legs just slam into Kucherov's knee. But another penalty here for the Leafs. That's Tampa's 5th power play. You can't give them that many power plays. That's too many. They're 1 for 4 with 5 shots. Now I'm nervous. Now I am nervous indeed. Leafs need to clear. Why did I say clear? Need to kill. That's what I was trying to say. Kill this one. Oh, Marner coming in all alone. That gets knocked out of play. That was a good stretch pass. Hedman was there with him, but he had a little bit of an opportunity there, but just couldn't quite. Yeah, just Hedman gets a stick on it there, knocks the puck out of play. So on an offensive zone draw for the Leafs, they do not win it. Kampf can win that one. That's a lot of speed there from point. He just dumps it in. Hedman has the puck. And Hedman shoots. Hedman and Hedman and Stamkos were just going back and forth again. Stamkos and just really likes going back and forth with whoever he pleases. Last power play, it was Kucherov. This time it's Hedman. Little pass and play, back and forth. Lightning get into the zone, but it's immediately knocked out by the Leafs. Aston Reese is out there. I don't know who the other penalty kill, Kerfoot. Aston Reese and Kerfoot. Hagel is able to get it in. And we got Hedman again at the point. Kucherov is out there. Back for Hedman over to Stamkos. Can't quite one-time that one. That gets blocked out front, and a good poke check there by Aston Reese. Out front, and Kerfoot able to stop that puck as well. Those are two really good plays by Kerfoot and Aston Reese. Aston Reese pokes it in the corner there as it was kind of standing out front. And Kerfoot able to intercept that pass as well. Now the Lightning come back in to the zone here. They got their second unit out now. Out front. Oh, Paul can't quite get it in. Back to the point, over, wide open net. And yep, that's Ross Colton. Like I said, you cannot give the Lightning 5 power plays. Especially 2 power plays in the third period in 5 minutes. That is too many. Lightning get it in. They battle out front. And that's a good pass there by Sergachev. Ross Colton, the side of the net, wide open, has a wide open net as well. I think Murray was expecting a shot from Sergachev. But yeah, Colton was all alone. Yeah, Murray really thought that was a shot coming in. Way too many penalties. If they want to win, they have to stay out of the box. Yep, for sure. Especially in this third period. I mean, oh, and that's just a huge giveaway there. Cernak coming in. Not stopped by Murray. Yeah, but especially in the third period. 2 penalties. 5 minutes into the third. Not even 5 minutes into the third. Not great. Not great. Lightning win the draw in the Leaf zone. It's wrapped around the boards. The other side. My headphones are tangled up a little bit. Back to the point. Murray makes the save. Looked like he didn't really have it for a second, but able to hold on. And the Lightning have caught up in shots. At one point, I think it was like 31-24. Now it's 32-30. Liljegren's out there again, which is good. Not really too injured there. So the shots this period are 8-1 in favor of the Lightning, which does make sense. They have had 2 penalties. So, you know, they would have the more offensive zone time, more shots on goal. But here's Cernak again, shooting. Goes wide. It was deflected. But the Leafs need to turn this around here. They, so far, have not really had much offensive zone pressure, and they're still in the defensive end. All gets it, and he ices it. Jeez, man. That's not good. Not good. I don't think that Matthews line was out there too long, though. So, you know, at least that's a positive, but yeah, not great. Oh no, it looks at least have been out for longer than I thought. A minute for all their forwards. Paul still can't quite clear it, but Bunting is able to intercept the pass and just tip it out, but the Lightning come right back in. Lightning to the point. Hedman shoots. Gets blocked out in front. And the Leafs finally able to get it clear. And now they're going to be able to change fully as Tavares pressures Hedman to get that change. I really enjoy this stream. Thanks, John. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, out front. Oh, it just goes wide. I'm glad you enjoy the stream, Jonah. Appreciate you being here as well. Leafs can't quite get that pressure, and it's the other end there. Point shoots it wide. Kucherov. You think the Leafs can get into OT? Yeah, tipped out front. And Murray has a little bit of issues with that one, but he still is able to knock it out of harm's way there. Yeah, I think the Leafs can get it to overtime. The issue is in overtime. They so far have been absolutely abysmal in overtime this season so far. So if they do end up getting it to OT, which I hope they do, I don't think they'll win. If they do want to win, I think they need to win in regulation here, which I think they have a chance. They have not looked good at all so far in this third period, and that's going to be a penalty on Kerfoot again. Buddy, an offensive zone penalty. You cannot take that. Kerfoot's upset, but I don't know what. Stamkos runs into Murray a little bit. Murray's shaken up. Ooh, I really hope that Murray's not injured. Ooh. Really? You play the bookie? I'll be honest, I don't know what that is, so no. I don't. I do not know what that is. I'm just looking up. I want to see the Blackhawks score. I'm looking that up. Let's see if it'll load. Oh, it's a betting website. Yeah, no, I don't really bet. I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm very good at betting. So, you know, I've done it a few times where I've, you know, kind of looked at some sites and like, okay, if I put money on this, what would have happened? Like, if I had done that. But I've never actually put my own money into betting, because every single time that I have done that, it did not go very well. It did not go very well at all. The Blackhawks are up 4-1 on the Rangers with 14:39 left in the third. Not looking good for the Rangers. Buffalo Sabres red and black. Yeah, those go-ahead jerseys for the Sabres are sweet. I very much enjoy them. Very much enjoy them indeed. New York Rangers, what about them? What about the Rangers? Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, I don't know what... I guess Kerfoot is maybe falling a little bit of a dive there. It's maybe what he wants, but I don't know. I'm not quite too sure what Kerfoot's really complaining about there. Yeah, the Lightning do have another power play. They really need to kill this one. Why are you just typing team names in my chat, Jesse? Do you want my opinion on them? Because I don't follow any other sports other than hockey. If you keep typing just names into my chat, I'm gonna time you out for a second. I do not know what you want from me there. Tampa coming into the zone. Put it back. Ooh, out front. Not quite. Okay, Jesse, I'm gonna time you out just for a little bit here. You want me to comment on the teams, then I can, but Can't just put team names in my chat. It's a little bit of spamming. So Matthews has gone in 2 years to LA. I don't think so. I mean, maybe it's a little bit of me praying, but I don't think Matthews will leave. We'll see though. We'll see. But I don't think so. So 13 seconds left here on the power play. The Lightning just iced it, so we'll see. 8 comebacks win this season for the Leafs. Yeah, for the Leafs this season, but 0 in the third period, so they haven't really come back in the third. Maple chokers, maple laughs. Yeah, but we'll see what Matthews does. I don't think he'll leave. Personally. The Lightning able to keep the zone there. Leafs can't quite clear it. Marner couldn't quite get it out there, but Gio does. Now gets it out. We got a little under 10 minutes left here. I'll put the clock back up since the power play is done. Lightning come back into the zone here. They have gotten like pretty much all of the pressure so far this period. The Leafs really have not managed to get much, which is not good. Not good at all. And they still can't clear the zone. Now they have a chance. And Simmons will skate it out. Tries to get it to Matthews, but doesn't quite get there. Now it's turned back around again. Sandin able to break that up. Does not get it out, though. But now the Leafs clear it. Mete. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Leafs are a different team in the playoffs than they are in the regular season. They're always good in the regular season. We'll see how it comes when it, comes to playoffs. Ooh, Mete gets rolled there by Cernak. Just stood up. Bars can't keep the puck in. Leafs are actually out hitting the Lightning. A little shocking, honestly. Leafs very rarely. Now there's a penalty coming up. A high sticking, and I think that's to the Lightning. I think that might be a little bit of an even up penalty there. Let's see. Sergachev. Yeah. He does get his stick a little bit in the face of Tavares. It's not really like, your usual high sticking, but it's kind of. Patrick Kane with his 1,200th career point tonight. Nice. That is pretty good. I saw that they were winning 4-1 last time that I checked. If the next 2 years' results are the same, like the past 5, he's gone. If Doofus, aka Dubas, doesn't do anything to make Matthews want to stay here, he's gone. I mean, you can say that about a lot of players that have, stayed with their teams. I do think if the Leafs don't make it out of the first round, it definitely will hurt Matthews wanting to stay here, but I don't think anyone really knows. Let's be honest. Like, I don't know anything different than you. You have the same information that I have. We don't know what Matthews is feeling. We have no idea. He's going to say that he likes it here because he has to say that. There's literally no, you're never going to have a player say, well, very rarely you're going to have a player say, no, I do not want to be here. Get me the hell out. That doesn't really happen too often in hockey. So, you know as much as I do. If you think that he's going to leave, then it's your opinion. I don't think he's going to leave. Whether the Leafs do lose in the first round again the next 2 years, doesn't really matter. Sometimes I wonder if hockey fans ever played competitive in their lives. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think that matters a whole lot, to be completely honest. Yeah, they're like flashing the screen there. It was Jesus. I mean, like, it does, change your opinion on some things for sure, but I don't think you need to play hockey to really know the same amount as some other. I mean, there's some people who play hockey who know absolutely nothing. Matthews down low. So there is a power play here for the Leafs. Matthews, good move. Broken stick. Marner shoots, scores! A shorthanded goal and a power play goal for Mitch Marner. And it is tied on the power play. Matthews was trying to shoot it, and the broken stick that was on the ice gets in his way, but it goes right back to Marner, and he learned from Matthews' mistake, I guess, if you want to say mistake. Yeah, that broken stick just gets right in his way, but Marner comes in right with it and scores. Mrazek is injured. That sucks. I feel bad for Mrazek. I liked, Mrazek before coming into the Leafs. He did not play very well with the Leafs, and he was also injured a lot with the Leafs, and he just really couldn't get anything going, which really sucks. I feel bad for him, but he also was awful on the Leafs, so I'm glad he's gone for the Leafs. But obviously, I wish him well. Back into the Leafs zone. Battle on the boards there. Why would Matthews want to sign 7-8 more years of Korean misery? He will get paid here, but I'm sure he wants to win the cup. He doesn't want to be losing an embarrassment trophy every year. I mean, I don't know why you're in here if you're so obsessed with hating the Leafs. I don't really understand it, but look, man, if you want to believe that Matthews isn't going to sign, you can believe it. Maybe he likes playing with the Leafs. Maybe he likes the attention. Maybe he also wants more money, and he'll get more money here than he will probably almost anywhere else. So, leave what you want, man. But I will say, if you just keep doing this, I'm probably going to time you out. Not because I particularly care about what you're saying. If you want to believe it, you can believe it. But also at the same time, I don't really need that in my chat. If you want to do that, you can go onto the hockey subreddit and talk about it there. This is the second time this season he's been injured, pulling himself out of a game in his the start of the third. Yeah, that sucks. I feel bad for him. I really want Mrazek. I obviously wish him well. I want him to do good, but yeah, that sucks that he's been injured twice already. Holmberg to Simmons. Sharp angle. Doesn't really get anywhere. In the defensive end here, we have Giordano. Robertson forechecking here with Robertson. Did I say Robertson forechecking with Robertson? I think so. I meant Tavares forechecking with Robertson. Shot. Greatest Leaf of all time. I don't know. I had someone who was talking about that earlier. Can I find them? Hold on. I don't know. I couldn't find them. We were kind of talking about that earlier today. Well, earlier this stream, I should say, because someone was saying, is Matthews the greatest Leaf of all time? And I think he's definitely in the conversation. Like the Leafs haven't really had that many super great players. Like, you got Sundin, Gilmore, but like, just to name a few, but like, if you look at the Leafs total points, like players wise, it's not that great. Like it's not that difficult of a list to break. Um, so obviously it's very early in Matthews' career, so it's difficult to really say that Matthews is the greatest Leaf of all time. But also, he's won the Hart, he's won the Rocket twice, he's won the Lindsay. If I'm remembering correctly, no Leaf has ever won the Lindsay, and it's been like, what was it, over 50 years since the last time a Leaf has won the Hart? I think he's in the conversation for sure. Oopsies, I meant to do that. There we go. Kucherov, sharp angle shot. That stopped. Yeah, Clark also. Wendell Clark. Like, it's difficult to really say, but I think Matthews is definitely in the conversation for sure. I think you have to put him in there, even though it's only been what, 6 years? Is that how long he's been in the league? However long he's been in the league. I think you have to put him in the conversation for sure. Well, I guess it's a good thing the Ice Hogs playing Hartford Wolfpack today. Yeah, they can call up a goalie easy. Yeah, that's true. That is at least the silver lining on that one. But yeah, Wendell Clark is a good answer as well. Yeah, not quite too sure, honestly. I mean, I never really watched, the greatest Leaf of my time is really, there's two players that are really in the conversation. It's Sundin and Matthews. I didn't really watch any other Leaf that was really at that level, and I think Matthews is better than Sundin, so I think he's the best player, the greatest Leaf of my lifetime. I have a hard time really saying anyone else because I didn't really watch, Wendell Clark. I have a hard time saying he's the best Leaf because I don't know how he played. At least I didn't see how he played, I should say. So, obviously I can watch him with his highlights and everything like that, but it's a highlight. So obviously it's going to be good plays. So it's a little bit more difficult, I would say. Worst trade ever? I don't know, man. I would have to think about that one a little bit more. What was the Panarin trade? It's not a great one, I will say. If I'm remembering correctly. Let's see. Yeah. Panarin for Mott and a sixth. Or Panarin, Mott, and a sixth for Saad and Forsberg. I would say that one isn't great. Yeah, it's not a very good one. I don't know if I'd put that one in the worst of all time, but it's definitely not a great one. Tavares breaks through, shoots. Oh! It is going in. It's in. Is that Marner's goal? Tavares with a great play just squeaks through the defenseman, backhands it. It goes just right through Vasilevsky, but he gets enough of it to slow it down, and it was on the line there as well. And there's a scramble in front, and it ends up going in. Let's take a look. So it just goes right through Vasilevsky here. Like I said, he gets a little bit of it. Sergachev stops it. He does kick it, but he's falling down. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think this one is going to come back. Because he's falling. Oh, that's tough. So the call on the ice is a goal, so it has to be overturned now. So it needs to be conclusive evidence. So it needs to be a distinct kicking motion here. The question is, do you think that's a distinct kicking motion? Like I said, he's falling down. So how easy is it to kick a puck while falling down? Like that's a pretty difficult thing. obviously these guys are, you know, athletes, world athletes, but man, that's tough. I think this one could go either way. I think you could call this a kicking motion because he does kind of like he's falling and his leg does kind of sweep out there. So I could see it being called a kicking motion, but at the same time I could feel like it's not enough to overturn it. Yeah, and they're calling it no goal. I don't know, that's tough. It's a close one, I think. I think that's a close one. Gilmore, he was a fan fave for his competitive hard-nosed style. Yeah, I mean Gilmore is also a good one as well. Um, that's also a really good one. But yeah, like I said, I didn't watch him, so it's difficult for me to say at least. Yeah, I'm still iffy on this one, honestly. Um, I think I see why they called that one back. Problem is none have won at all. I mean, that's true. None have won at all. Well, I mean, obviously there was Leafs in the '60s and late '60s that won it, but I don't think too many of them are in the discussion for greatest Leaf. Marner, don't, it, they're saying that he kept it onside, but it didn't really look like it. That was a great play by Tavares, though. That sucks that it didn't count because that was just a Herculean effort there by him. Yeah, Gilmore was a little bit of a journeyman for sure. So we have. Oh, I don't have the clock up. I forgot about that. 3 minutes. Nylander comes in. Rebound. Oof. It went off the boards and he got a second chance there. That was a close one. Sandin at the point. And wow, that's an interesting play by Vasilevsky. He gloved it down. He didn't hold on to it. And he just pushes it out. It's still onside though. Nylander gets his pocket picked. Now goes the other way. I don't think I've ever seen that from a goalie. It's a shot from the circle. Vasilevsky gloves it and he throws it out. It was weird. But I kind of liked it. Why they took our point back? They called it a kick emotion, which I'm iffy about. I kind of see it, but also I don't know if I fully agree. We got 2 minutes here. Leafs are able to get it out, and it should not be icing here. I've considered getting a Gilmore Blackhawks jersey because he did wear the C in Chicago for a season. I mean, yeah, Gilmore is a good choice. I've literally only heard good things about Gilmore, so I think it's a good choice there. Engvall behind the net. Back to the point, shoots. That gets tipped wide. This is a close game here. 39-32 are the shots on goal. 1:33 left. Sergachev just in behind his net, waiting for Tampa to change. Now here they come. Leafs second line is out there. Tavares line. Kucherov shoots it. That goes wide. I was only 3 when they won the cup in '67, so I need a cup win soon. Yeah, that's fair. Ooh, that's blocked by Robertson. That stung him quite a bit. Now it was a 95 miles per hour shot. But it looks like he's okay. Battle behind the net there. Out front. But now Robertson able to control that and dump it into the Tampa zone. And they're calling that an icing. Wow. That's tough. How many teams did Gilmore play for? I don't know, to be honest. Blackhawks, Leafs. Played for Calgary too, right? Am I wrong on that? St. Louis, Calgary, Toronto, New Jersey, Chicago, Buffalo, Montreal. Yeah, so he played for quite a few teams. You think we win? We came back. Give me 35 seconds. Give me 31 seconds and I'll answer that question. Yeah, Hedman with a blast right here. Ooh, goes right off that outside shin there from Gio. Looks like it kind of hurt him a little bit, but he seems to be okay. He's on the ice there. Puck in the Leafs' end. Battle on the boards. Hall gets it to Willie. Goes right across the ice there. And Gio will dump it in. 14 seconds left. Now back in the Leafs' end. 4.5 seconds left when I started that sentence. But by the time that I ended it, that is the end of the third. Now to answer your question, Solar, that's how you pronounce it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. No, I do not think they win this game. Because it went to overtime. If it did not go to overtime, I think the Leafs would have won this game. Well, obviously, I mean, I guess it depended on, who scored, but I think if the Leafs were to win this game, it needed to be in regulation. But the Leafs have been so awful in overtime, just horrendous, that I do not think that they will be winning this one. I think a little bit of a third int for a second. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna change it to OT. Intermission isn't gonna be that long. We'll give it to OT. There we go. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna win this. They are too awful in overtime that unfortunately I just don't I actually like I don't understand it either. I don't understand how the Leafs are so bad in overtime. Like, you have good players, man. How difficult is it? It's not that hard to have Matthews. Like, even when they put, like, obviously they had trouble with Matthews, Marner, and Riley, and they did that for a couple of times, and they switched it up to Tavares, Marner, and Riley, and that still didn't work. And they were like, okay, we'll go to Matthews, Nylander, and I think it was still Riley at the time, if I'm remembering correctly. And, like, even though they kind of had possession for a little bit in that overtime with Matthews and Nylander, they couldn't complete a pass. Willie iced it twice in that OT, which is like, how? Like, how do you ice it twice in one shift in overtime? It was at, like, the start of overtime, too, so it's not even like they were tired. They just missed each other. They couldn't connect it on a pass. Just, I don't get it. So they have Matthews out here with Marner and Sandin, which I like. I do like that Sandin is out there. And the Leafs do end up winning this draw. Sandin gets it to Marner here. We have a burrito bowl blocking the time. There we go. Marner gives it to Matthews. Back to Marner. In their own zone. Marner to Matthews. And it's given away to Relly. They should be able to not have too much different. Oh. Just. I was so nonchalant about that. I was like, it's fine. They should be able to break up this, 2-on-2 here. Well, what did I say? Tampa does win it in OT, which is, kind of like I thought they were going to, honestly. I don't really think it's much of a choke, Alan, considering they did have to come back from behind. to get it to overtime, so I wouldn't really consider that a choke. But, you know, I am going to time you out, though, because like I said, you're just annoying. Anyways, yeah, it is what I thought was going to happen. Like I said, I thought they were going to lose in overtime. So, unfortunately, unexpected. The Leafs continue with their struggles in overtime, where they just cannot win an overtime game. But the only thing that I was really hoping for was Marner to continue his point streak, which they did. So, Marner gets that franchise record, of course, 19-game point streak. The Leafs are not able to continue their win streak. That ends at 5 games. But that does it for the game, and I think that is going to do it for me as well. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new here and you're not just here to see the Leafs choke, make sure to subscribe, watch my other stuff as well. Obviously, I am a huge Leaf fan, but I also do other jersey stuff as well. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to check out my other stuff. I do have 2 reverse retros on the way, so those will be unboxed hopefully soon. And while you guys are here, make sure to like the stream as well. Always helps me out. So yeah, anyways, that is it for me. Like I said, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone for chatting. It was a lot of fun. I do these once a week, by the way, as well. So next game, let's see. I kind of want to do one with the Calgary. Maybe I'll do 2 next week, because I want to do one against the LA Kings and one against the Flames. So maybe we'll do 2 next week. We'll see. Anyways, see you guys. Thanks for watching. Adios. Bye-bye.